Um, I just watched such a profound vlog that I think everybody should go watch it. It was from Debbie RN1 that talks about getting honest. And I'll just be honest and tell you that I cried when I watched that vlog. It was probably the absolute best one I've seen her do, and it just really spoke to me deeply because um, I just this round, which is my do-over round number 3, because um, last time my HCG was bad and had to start over and get new stuff, and you know all that story. But anyways, I just felt like I have just struggled this whole round with trying to just get the weight off that I gained back, because I honestly was not good at sticking to what I was supposed to be eating partially in P3. I think I did pretty good in P3. Um, but P4, I just took way too much advantage of and was just okay with being at first 3 pounds over LDW and then 4 pounds. And then I was like, well, maybe I have watched a vlog where, several people or so said that 5 pounds is where they stabilize the best at. And so I was okay with 5 pounds. And just little by little, before I knew it, well, I knew it because I was on the scale every single day, like we all are. But I was 19 pounds up. 19 pounds since Thanksgiving. So, here I am on do over round 3. And so, for the last 2 weeks, I had lost 12.4 pounds on this round. So, it's not totally crappy, but it's just not what I wanted it to be. But I made it this way myself, and I know that I have. For the last 2 weeks going on now, I have been at the same exact weight, floating within a few points for the entire time. So I know this was a set point because before I ever got pregnant with my first baby, which I have 5, before I ever got pregnant with my first baby, I was 154, 150, and then like 154 was what was on the chart the day that I went to the doctor's office and they, showed me a positive pregnancy test. So I know that 150 is a definite set point for me. And so I cannot for the life of me get back in the 140s. My LDW was 144.4. And my weight today was 151.4, which is where I've been. I've been from 150.8 to 151.4, back and forth of those two exact same numbers, with an exception of one day that I got on the scale and I was 149.8, and I was like, yes, finally back in the 140s. And then I brushed my teeth, didn't change anything, and stepped right back on the scale, and I was 151.4 again. So, anyways, and I've been trying to stay as strict as humanly possible, with an exception of this is what I've changed, and this is probably what the problem is. I always use sugar-free French vanilla creamer in my coffee every single morning. I have since the very beginning, and I know when I read the back of that, the ingredients are terrible for my body. I know that. I cannot ignore the sheer fact that hydrogenated oils are terrible for you. I know metabolically and physically what they do to your cells. I have done a lot of research, and I know what it looks like on a chemistry scale of what those cellular makeups look like when there's hydrogenated oil in your body. I know that it's a long story, but I don't want to go into like vitamin E, how they inhibit your body from having vitamin E, which is crucial to you. So that, and just that and aspartame, aspartame's in there. My screen went blank. So, and not to mention all the ingredients between the two that I can't even pronounce. And if you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't be putting it in your body. So, I have to go on an endeavor to find what it is that I can change. I've even tried to go off coffee, but I get such terrible headaches, and it's like debilitating, like sometimes migraine headaches. And when you're taking care of 5 kids and 2 little bitty ones that are here with you all day long, it you can't have a headache, okay? You just can't. And so I have to find something that will taste the same, because it has to taste the same. And I know that my friend June, she tried the French vanilla stevia and said it was just all but, well, honestly, she said it was just really gross. Now, I haven't tried it myself. However, if you got any ideas on that, because I know a lot of us have just compromised and used the sugar-free stuff, but I know every single day when I look at that container, great conviction comes on me when I put that in my coffee. But it's like it's almost like a drug. Like I have to just do it, even though I know it's bad for me. Something in me just goes ahead and puts it in there, and then I compromise. And then when that one's empty, I'm like, I'm not going to get another one. And then I'm in Walmart, and I'm like, what am I going to do? I need to just bite the bullet and get off of it completely, I guess, because I know caffeine's bad for you too. And so I've tried, decaf coffee, because I know it does have a little bit of caffeine in there, but just not a whole lot. And headaches again. So, anyways, I just thought that I should be honest with myself and say, I've done that, and if I did away with it, well, I thank you. Anyways, I should just probably get that out of my life somehow. And another thing is that I've done a lot of research on whole grains and how nutrient filled those things are when they're fresh milled. And I mean, just for one little tidbit, there are 47 nutrients that your body needs to sustain life, and 44 of them are found in whole grain, fresh milled wheat. So, what do you think I do? I read the back of Melba Toast. I read those Grissini breadsticks, and I know they're made with white flour, probably at some point bleached and enriched. Now, enriched sounds like a good thing. However, enriched means that everything that they have completely robbed and taken out, they try to put a little back in for you. To me, enriched is like being robbed at gunpoint, forced to strip naked, and the person who is holding you up decides to have a little mercy on you and gives you a quarter and your underwear back to take the bus home. Are you feeling enriched? So, anyways. So my point is that I have tried to do away with the Melba Toast and the Grissini breadsticks, and so try to make my own. Sorry about this microphone. My own version of what I could eat. It has, little carbs that we're allowed per day. And I think that, I know that the very first recipe of the bread that is pretty standard has honey and olive oil in it. And I know those two things were causing me problems. So I tried to replace it and make it with applesauce instead of the oil, and just completely leave out the honey, which means there's just yeast, fresh milled wheat, applesauce, and water, which sounds fine, but the bread came out super, super heavy. And I would only like cut a little sliver, like the bread to be a sliver like that, like not even the width of a Melba Toast. So I'm not sure if that compromise right there has derailed me this time or caused me to, sit still for so many days in a row. So I have tried tricks and trades. I've done back. If this will keep going, almost apparently out of memory, woman, that kind of thing. So, anyways, as I was saying, I think for sure things that I've been doing and compromising on have really steered me in the wrong direction myself. Round one, I never cheated, never did anything, not one thing off protocol besides the occasional sugar-free French vanilla, and did okay. But it's hard to compare anything to your first round because most of the time, round one is so much better than What are you doing?
I'm just talking in this too.
Can you be still and don't talk?
Yeah.
Okay. My video's skipping around. I don't know if I'm still having problems or what, but so anyhow, there's my honesty. I still have a little while on this round because I've extended it due to lack of progress. And so therefore, this is my new dilemma. I'm thinking of switching to injections instead of sublingual. I've always done RX. So I'm thinking of doing shots. Let's see if that will do anything different. So I don't really know. So I guess that's it for now because I'm not really sure if my video is acting right or not. I'll have to just check it and see and post this one and maybe come back to you because I actually had a lot I'd like to talk about. So let me just check on this and I'll get back with you. Love you guys.